everybody. Happy Thursday. Let me just adjust the light. That's a little much right there. Don't want to overwhelm anyone. Can everybody hear and see me okay? Hi, Gertrude. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Terry. Can you just let me know that you can hear and see me okay before I start? Hi, Rosa. Yes. Okay. I never want to get too far if nobody can hear or see me, right? Let's see. You can hear and see me. Yes. Okay. Hi, Craig. Hi, Juno, Mara, Betty, Max. Okay. So I have your questions in front of me, but I also have like some really exciting news. So I got like this amazing opportunity to be on the Kevin Moore show. And so I just finished taping like a few minutes ago. And so, that's a wonderful channel. It's a huge channel. And he interviewed me as a channeler in the We Are Channelers program that he has. And it should be up next week. And it's going to be on a million different platforms, more than just YouTube. So really honored. You love Kevin Moore? Yeah, me too. And he's really lovely if you meet him in person. And I also have like a special little treat for all of you. If you go to my website, dianeaquarius.com, and you scroll down, you will see a live raw channeling. So I put the last live raw channeling that I did. Oh, thank you for all the congrats, everybody. Yeah, that's just huge. That's huge. I'm so grateful. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't even know what to say. Like, I never thought he'd pick me. And he's such a kind person and such a progressive person. He's really working on so many different projects. But if you go to dianeaquarius.com, you can watch the last live raw channeling. And I left in the live Q&A where people are interacting with Raha Shah, with that collective. So I thought that would be fun for everybody. And also tomorrow at noon Eastern time, 9 a.m. Pacific, I'll be on Milu's channel. And then Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, I'll be on Hogarth's channel. And I see that I have a ton more members. So welcome. Please check the community tab because that's where I put all the updates. But for the Going Beyond members, you have the Mediumship Circle this Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. So super busy. I have so much going on. And yes. So I do have your questions. A lot of you have asked me what I use for cards. And so this last time that I got cards, because my other ones, they got ruined. I had accidentally spilled water on them. It's this wonderful box. It's the Radiant Tarot. So it's still Rider weight, but it comes with this great book, and there's also like a fold out poster inside so you can do a Celtic cross. So I just thought I'd show that to you. It's a good quality. It comes from Amazon. It's under $25. Members, thank you for all the nice comments with my Cancun birthday. That was so much fun. The fact that they just happened to do fireworks on my birthday was insane and amazing. The mariachi band, the water. It was a blast. I had such a wonderful time, and thank you for all the nice comments. And what can I say? I am just so grateful. So yeah, your questions, I thought you guys asked a lot of really good questions, a lot of really, pertinent questions to right now. My hair looks good. Thank you. I'm trying to grow it out. When you look at, you have to remember when I first started all this, my mom was so sick, right? So I was cut and coloring my hair myself because I was so afraid of going out and getting sick and bringing something back to my mom, I didn't want to do that. So yeah, so now I'm actually going to a hairdresser again. So, thank you for all the nice comments. Okay, so let's take a look. So, light vocation, and I always go by how many likes each one gets, right? Um, so light vocation asks, will Biden's new SCOTUS pick be confirmed quickly and without drama? Do, do, do. Okay. So, yeah. So if you don't know, he committed to saying when he was running for office that he would pick an African American woman. And some of the negative things that have been said about that, like he's going to pick someone that won't even know how to read a law book. Like, how can you say these sort of things? I mean, of course he's going to pick somebody that is competent. And what I like is that he is picking senators from both sides to help him, including Mitch. Mitch is going to be there. So, you know what? Let's take a look. Debbie says people showing their true colors. Like, how can you even say that? I mean, a law degree is a law degree. It's like, knock it off. Oh, thank you for all the birthday wishes. Where's my tan? I don't really tan. I don't tan. I don't burn. Okay, so what do we need to know? Okay, so the cards are like getting jumpy, and this one is like really jumpy, so I'm going to just take it out. Okay. So the one, let me just show you the one that jumped out was the Wheel of Fortune. So this is meant to be. You're right. Kelly says they're afraid the pendulum swing in the other direction. Yep, here we go. Here it is. And so, here's the Wheel of Fortune. And so that means it's a turning point. We're coming into our karmic destiny and fate. The Supreme Court needs to look more like our country. Yes? I mean, yes or no? I mean, like, how can you debate that? I don't understand. But the obstacle is, this isn't going to be easy. So you're asking, is it going to be without drama? And is it going to be quick? And no, it's not. It's not. Nope. However, transition and change. Oh, Catherine, thank you so much for the donation. When you guys donate, it really does help me. It does help me to create better videos and to do what I do. So thank you. So this is a time of transition and change and transformation. We're transforming the Supreme Court, aren't we? It's being transformed. But there's going to be a lot of choices. Okay, so I think there's going to be a lot of good candidates, a lot to go through. But it's going to be a juggling act. So you're asking free of drama and quick. Nope. I'm going to say no. Nope. Courtney asks a question, and this is probably better for membership, because this is something that I spend like 1 trillion hours on in membership. Is there a timeline for when we feel more and more of the fourth density changes begin to appear in our outer world and social structures? It's already happening. If children today have fourth density, will a more cooperative, peaceful world be within their lifetime? Of course, yes. I mean, I think things are going to get worse before they get better. We've talked about that before in the past, that, we're going to have more challenges, right? More famine, plague, and war and all that stuff. But we're heading in the right direction. But is there a set timeline? No, there's never been a set timeline. That's not really how it works. But what year have I always seen as being like a magic number, like a magic time? And it's 2024. 2024 has always stood out to me. So I think that's when things kind of start to shift and change and, yeah. Okay. NS Junior 05 asks, will we ever find out that Elaine Chao was the mastermind of the shipping mess that Biden faces? So, she was 45 Secretary of Transportation. Her father owns the Foremost Group, which is like based in New York. It's a shipping company. Let's take a peek. I mean, that's a good question. I think that's a fair question because, oh, Robin, thank you. Oh, and how can I not love a dancing avocado, right? uh, so let's take a look. Did Elaine do anything? Did she do something? Okay. She's trying to balance things, stuff about the past. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no on this one. I'm not going to say that nothing crossed maybe her family's mind. But you get the card of like stability but it's also interesting too, because this can also be a card, Four of Pentacles. Oh, thank you so much, Christine. Oh, that's very generous. This can also be a card of worrying about money. Like, I mean, the way he's holding on to that coin is like, ugh, like I don't want to let it go. So maybe they're having some financial difficulties that we don't know about, that we wouldn't be privy to. Their obstacle is they're kind of stuck in the past. So like, that whole shipping company, that whole situation, Elaine, her family, they're kind of stuck in the past. But then we get another card that talks about worrying about money. So it's interesting because you're asking, okay, did they create this chaos? And they're all worrying about money. Interesting. Not getting a lot of support. They tried researching things, they're trying to figure things out, but once again, still trying to figure things out, but they're trying to figure out like their place in the world. So they're having issues that we don't know about. So I'm going to say no, but sort of like the opposite. Like there's something else going on. Like they're having some issues. Okay. SB asks, will humans ever be able to get rid of all the garbage and toxic waste in the landfills, the oceans, air, make it all disappear, or at least neutralize it so it's not such a danger? I've always seen it working out in the end. I mean, as concerned as we should be and we could be and all that, I've always seen that sort of thing working out in the end. So let's see what the cards say. But I actually have a good feeling about that one. I feel positive. Yeah, Sharon says fresh air. What a concept. Yeah, right? I mean, fresh air should be a human right, just like clean water, right? Clean water, fresh air, access to housing and food, something should just be a human right. I think that there's enough people that really love our planet. Oh, Liz, thank you so much. Oh, you gave me a flying avocado. Oh my gosh, I've had dancing, flying. How could I not love that? So, yeah, okay, we might have the stinky fish, but this is also about building relationships too, Page of Cups. And so building relationships with other countries coming together, people coming together, all of us coming together. And I think that there's enough of us doing the right thing ultimately, not today or tomorrow. Don't get me wrong. Ultimately, the obstacle is that, there's not enough. At the moment, there's not enough people coming together. So, more countries need to get together. More people need to get together. Our environment is so important. Like they say, there's no planet B. We have to work together for this. And so, coming up with plans and strategies. And then they're saying, the universe is saying, take a leap of faith here. Have some trust and faith, which is what I've been feeling. I see someone asking about Archangel Shamuel. Archangel Shamuel is wonderful if you are looking for something, whether you're looking for your car keys or the meaning of life. She's wonderful. Oh, Hilda, thank you. Oh, Hilda gave me a fox. Oh my gosh, you guys are the best. So many of you commented in my Cancun video about my iguana friend. He was so gentle and calm. Oh my word. Oh my word. There is nothing wrong. Oh, I like this. Wait, I like this. Ivana. There's nothing wrong in this world that can't be fixed by what's right in this world. You're right. And Kath says her husband's in renewable energy and he's fighting hard. Terry says Gaia will make sure we do. Exactly. Have that faith and trust. Thank you, Marsha. All right, so let's go a bit down. Oh gosh, yeah, Danny 262 asks such a pertinent question. Like, so hard to believe that we're even discussing this. I'm sorry, but it's so hard to believe we're even discussing this. But what do I see with regards to all these book bannings and debates around what's taught in the schools in the US, especially with regards to Black and LGBTQ and, focused issues? Oh, thank you, Diana. Oh, I got, another Foxy. Thank you. First of all, when we look back on history, the people that burned the books, are they ever looked at fondly? Ever? Like, literally never. What period of history are we like, yes, they burned the books. Yes, they censored what was taught. Seriously. And the thing is, I know we're all super focused on Texas, but it's spreading to other places. Oh my goodness. Like, what is even going on? It's 2022. If this doesn't make you think of like Germany back in the day, so let's take a look at that. That is just so archaic and ignorant. These book burners must have had their library card revoked at the Library of Alexandria. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Some of these are funny. Oh, thank you, Gigi. Yes. Oh my gosh. Right? That's what happened in Berlin in the 40s. Yeah, like, seriously. But they're not going to get away with it. It's short term. Let them sit there and rattle their sabers and do their thing. But you know what? It's not going to last. And banning that book Mouse, I don't understand, where, the bad guys are the cats, right? And, the poor Jews are the mice. Makes no sense. Makes no sense to me. Tennessee is ahead of Texas. Yeah, because I know like everyone's like super like hyper focused on Texas, but it's spreading. It's, in those parts of the country. Okay. So we're kind of like at this crossroads, Two of Swords. Oh, thank you, Miss Sharon. Oh, that's a cute one. I haven't seen that one before. We're at a crossroads. Like, we have to decide what we're going to do. But look, they're wearing blinders. They're not seeing reality. They're like, okay, let's do this. Let's not look at the whole world. Makes no sense. What's the obstacle? Isn't it interesting that big corporation money is the obstacle? So there are those, not just individuals necessarily, but big corporations, big companies throwing money at this. Isn't it interesting? So often when I do these readings, it has nothing to do with money, right? It shouldn't. But then we get these sort of cards and it's like, oh, it's all about money, isn't it? Here we are. But you know what? Fertile new beginning. Fertile new beginning. Things are going to get better. But guess what? They have hidden agendas, secret motives. But you know what? If you look at her, here she is holding the Torah, right? And we're talking about banning mouse. And, here she is holding the Torah. How appropriate. And so, they have their agendas. But I think people are going to be very passionate, very fiery. King of Wands, not going to last. And then balance and harmony is restored. Temperance. And so don't let it get the best of you. Observe, don't absorb. Let them do their thing. It's kind of like they're stamping their feet like little kids. And you know what? It's going to be short-lived. Okay? I think Whoopi Goldberg actually might just be sick of it all because I saw someone just ask. I think she might quit. I think she might just quit. Yeah, right. You're right, Linda. It's the rich that want control. Yep. Yep. Oh, thank you, Sunny Intuition. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, and happy birthday. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, I mean, that was such a fun way to spend a birthday, right? Okay, so let's go down. I get this question a lot. Carla asks about high-pitched tones in her ears. Would this be the same as ringing in the ears that others hear, or should I get my ears tested? Well, if it's your spirit guide, right? If they're trying to fine-tune your vibration so that you can hear them, it's not going to be 24/7. It's not going to be excruciating and nonstop and relentless, and it's not going to disrupt your life. So how severe is it? Yeah, sometimes they do a little tweaking here and there, but, and if you don't like that, then say to them, stop it. And if it's your spirit guide or angels or just another guide, they will, because they love you. But if it's, something else like tinnitus, then you go to your doctor. And the difference is it's nonstop. It's painful. It's all the time. And that's how you tell the difference. Okay. Some of the questions are repetitious, and I'm not going to keep answering the ones that I've already read on unless I feel like the energy's changed. Okay. Because someone's asking me about the Democrats keeping the seat in the next election. And I just read on that. Okay, this is a good one. And I saw that a lot of you asked this, and this was something that I did not know about. A greener Kim. She says, I just read in Axios that the 49-year-old Democratic senator from New Mexico, can somebody tell me his name? The Democratic senator from New Mexico who was elected in 2020 had a stroke. Can I have a name, please? And I'll read on him. Although thankfully he's expected to make a full recovery, how will his absence during his recovery affect the Democrats' ability to pass much needed bills, including the Supreme Court pick? Oh, thank you, Rosa. Oh, I get an exercising avocado. Lujan. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at him. I mean, he's not that old, the poor thing, and having a stroke. That's terrible. He's supposed to return in a few weeks. Okay, so Ben Ray Lujan. Okay, let's take a look. It's Spanish, Lujan. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. Let's take a look at him. Yeah. Okay, let's take a peek. Okay, so, when you look at pentacles, we always think of money, but pentacles is also health, right? It's anything earthly, and the body is one of those things. And this is a card of stability. So slow and steady wins the race. So he may not be running any marathons in the next week or two, But this tells me, okay, slow and steady, he's doing okay. The obstacle is not getting enough support sometimes. So, this is community support. So, really the community needs to rally around him and give him the love and care and energy that he needs. So he could use some more support if you guys are from there. Oh, and then look at this. The magician, here he is creating a new beginning for himself, manifesting a new reality where he is manifesting those things he desires. So yeah, he's going to be fine. If you can maybe send him some cards and good energy, he definitely needs it. But I think he's going to be slow and steady with the recovery, okay? Oh my gosh. Yeah. JL asks a great question. Can I look at why China's bought a bulk of the world's wheat, rice, soy, and maize? When I look to see just how much it is they bought, it is absolutely shocking. It is millions of more tons than last year for each one of those. Millions of more tons. So let's take a look at that. I mean, not loving that, Putin just went over there, or he's either over there or he's heading over there, one or the other. Anyways, there's a meeting, that's going to be happening or did happen or just happened, one or the other. But yeah, that's a little alarming, isn't it? That, yikes, they're storing all these extra, crops, food, whatnot. So let's see, what do they have in store? I mean, I think they're really nervous. I think they're watching Russia very closely. I do. I think they also want to be independent. I don't think they want to depend on others. I think they want to be kind of like an army of one, so to speak. But, either way, bit disturbing, isn't it? Okay, let's take a look. So they're trying to head towards smoother waters. So they're anticipating something happening. So they're preparing for the future. They're thinking the worst. However, they're not taking enough action. So whatever it is that they're trying to do, it's a little late. They are not moving forward as they should be because this is in the obstacle position. So they're not going as quickly and maybe as they were hoping. And so these plans are not turning out quite the way they thought they were going to for them. But I mean, it certainly tells you that they have an agenda. They're making plans, coming up with strategies. They are hanging on tight to what they've got. Look at the way he's holding on to that coin. It's like, oh, I'm not going to drop it. And it's a 4. They're trying to get stability. They want stability. They're also pairing up. Okay, here they are making partnerships. So, and here we have, Putin meeting with their leader. But it's interesting that they're feeling embattled, but at the same time, also like an abuse of power. And at the end of the day, this is the card that asks you, was it worth it? Was it worth it? And so looking at this, I'm going to say no, that this was sort of a bit in vain. They're going to end up feeling a bit burdened and oppressed. So I'm wondering if maybe they spent a little too much cash. Yikes. So let's go down. Sunny Vibes asks, she was proud of Mike Pence on January 6th. Felt like he woke up from his step forward stupor. Yeah, I don't know about that. Will he bear all to investigators? Good heavens, no. Or is he still afraid of 45's repercussions? Yeah, so I mean, his ex-chief of staff just testified, right, to the January 6th committee. No, I don't see him having this big epiphany and changing who he is, and no. I have not blocked any comments. I saw someone say, like, why did you block my comment? As you can see, I'm not touching anything, so I did not block anything. And I don't use moderators because everyone's adults. um, so, no, I don't think he's going to have this big, huge epiphany. I don't think he's going to change and become this different human being. I mean, he is who he is. So let's see. Let's take a look at Michael. Okay. Well, he is feeling a bit embattled. Here he is trying to just persevere. He's just hanging on, right? He's feeling like this guy with the bandage. So, yeah, he's not in a great mood. He's not, I mean, not that you could really tell from him, right? He doesn't have a lot of expressions, but he's not feeling the greatest. You asked about if he's worried, about 45 and repercussions. And, well, he's afraid of leadership. So, yeah, very much so. So, interesting. But something judicial is going to happen. Here's the Emperor. Something's going to happen. And here's one of my cards for the U.S. So, okay, so, you put these two together and that tells me, all right, he's going into a U.S. courtroom. Something's happening. And this is really going to be a little bit of a death for him in a sense. I don't mean in a physical way, of course. But, this is going to be a lot of change for him. Transition, transformation. He's going to end up feeling a lot different for this experience, I think. Cindy says he needs money. Oh, that very well could be, too. I mean, who knows what he has going on for money. Gertrude asks a good question, one that I get quite a bit. She says, recently I took to looking for orbs with my iPhone camera. That's a great thing to do. Oh, around 3 a.m., even better. Most of them are bright white. Yep. There could be none. A few or lots of them are zigzagging. And twice she saw orange ones. What are the orange orbs? Well, what I have noticed is that the ones that are like a golden white light have a tendency to be like Palladian, Andromedan, Cassiopeian. If they're blue, usually Arcturian, Ra. If it's like a loved one in spirit, they seem to be more translucent. Orange could just be from some other place because, I mean, it's a big universe, right? So, I mean, you can have any color under the sun. And so it could also be a little reminder, like open up your sacral chakra, right? Because that's the color orange. So, but yeah, if you guys want to capture orbs, and so many of you see the orbs that I get in my videos, and I love it because I never notice it. I never see them when I make the videos. And so it's great when you guys say, oh yeah, at like this time there was an orb. And so, yes. Okay. Oh, okay. This is a good one. Oh, Gertrude, you've seen translucent often? Yeah, I think translucent has a tendency to be those on the other side. Yeah. Oh, someone keeps asking, why did Giuliani go on The Masked Singer? You know what? My thought was on that? Remember how I've always said about 45? If somebody really loved 45, and I'm going to say, or Giuliani, they would say, you know, look, dad, look, uncle, look, brother, look, friend, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe sit this one out. And, you know, that's what I always get, like that lack of normalcy that most of us would experience. Um, you know, I mean, he probably did it for money. He probably did it because he's bored, but not a great choice, is it? Right? I mean, not a good choice. But at the same time, I don't think he's a well man either. So I don't think he should have, you know, done that. Okay, just looking at all of your different comments. Okay. So Sarah asks a good question. She's wondering about the trucker strike in Ottawa and when it's going to end. And what does it mean for the mandates? Let's take a look. Yeah, I see you guys asking about Rachel Maddow. She's working on a documentary. You know, there's only so much one person can do. But yeah, let's take a look at this whole trucker situation. Because I know that's really, you know, interfering with all of you up there. Okay, let's take a peek. So it's a real judgment call. And it's going to really end up being like a rebirth and a renewal, and things may not go back to normal. There's going to be a new normal, I would say. So things are going to change. People's strength and patience are being tested. Here's the strength card. And so, you know, it's being tested. And it's frustrating, right? This is frustrating for people. However, the government, oh gosh, look at this. Look at this. Look at these next cards. The government's stepping in. The government's stepping in and they're going to do something. You know, you get the Hierophant and the Justice card. The government's going to step in and do something. So it's going to happen. This is just a nod to, we're talking about the you-know-what. And so that's just a nod to that. You know, some tough times. There's going to be some tough times. You know, they're not going down without a fight. But then you get a wonderful new beginning. So, you know, yeah, it's going to last a bit. They're going to drag this out until the government steps in and does something. Okay, so somebody wanted me to take a look at the Putin-Ukraine situation. Victoria. So yeah, let's take a look. Let me just divvy up the cards here. Oh gosh, there's almost 1,000 of you. If you can, hit the like button because that helps my algorithm, so other people get to see the video and it gets shown, and you know, it helps spread the word about my channel. So if you could hit the like button, that would be so much appreciated. And you know, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you for all those donations. I so appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting because like the US thinks he's not bluffing and Europe's like he's bluffing. And I'm one of the few readers that said, no, weeks ago, like almost a month ago now, like, no, I was like, he's actually going to do something. And now look at what's happening. NATO's there, we're there. So yeah, I mean, he wasn't just bluffing. He's actually doing something. He's, you know, stirring up mischief. Yeah, and if you haven't subscribed, Terry's reminding people, yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. That definitely helps me too. Because it's all an algorithm. Okay, so Putin and the Ukraine. What do we need to know? Oh gosh, thank you everyone for hitting the like button. That's awesome. Thank you. Okay. So he's all about forming new relationships. So that makes me a little bit nervous with him going to China. You know, and he is a bit of a bully, let's face it, right? I mean, how can you say he's not? But the other thing too is, I just saw someone say he backed himself into a corner. Yes. And so now how does he just walk away? You know, I mean, like, you know, like a dog with its tail between its legs. That's not really his style. So, I mean, something has to happen. I don't think anything's going to happen during the Olympics. I don't. I'd be inclined to think that he's not going to do anything until after that. He does not like the choices in front of him. 4 of Cups. You know, he doesn't like what's in this cup, this cup, this cup. One comes out of the sky, still doesn't like it. And so, you know, he's not really thrilled with his choices, but here he is all alone fighting on this hill by himself, not getting a ton of support. But we get this card again. Coming up with plans and strategies, trying to figure out, okay, how can I do this? You know, like I want this and you know, clinging to the past. And so he's really stuck in the old world, in old-fashioned times. And, you know, not seeing clearly. I think he is blinded by his sheer ambition, his bravado, his arrogancy. You know, he is not seeing things clearly. And here he is ending up quite brokenhearted at the end of the day. So, you know, I don't think this is going to have the effect he was hoping. But is he going to cause mischief in between? Yeah, clearly, you know. Oh, Kathleen. Oh, an avocado looking in the mirror. Now that one's pretty cool. Thank you. Yeah, LD says he wants Russia to be great again. And Hilda says power and greed. Yes. Yeah, Holly, I agree that his health isn't great. I have felt that for quite some time. And to me, it feels something neurological that's going on. Not something to mess with like his mental status, but, you know, like Parkinson's, MS, I don't know, something like that is what I've picked up on. Let's see if there's anything else. So why don't I finish up with this one? Heather asks, will student loan debt be forgiven? I mean, so some of it has, right? Some of it has, but let's see if for everybody else, if it's going to be forgiven. Let's see. Student loan debt. Is it going to be forgiven? Oh, so it's almost 1,000 of you. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for turning up on a Thursday afternoon, all of you. That's amazing. And thank you for all those thumbs up. You guys are awesome. And all the contributions. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being so supportive. Don't forget to watch me tomorrow on Milu's channel at noon Eastern. Okay, let's take a peek. It may go to court. This is something that the government's going to have to decide. This is going to be not easy. So this tells me like, okay, we're a bit of a ways away. And the devil's the obstacle. So, you know, greed, right? Greed. That's what we're talking about is greed. However, you know, it's kind of a mixed bag. So causing anxiety, stress, and worry. But then, you know, the cards are also saying, take a leap of faith and trust in the universe. So are they going to go away today or tomorrow? No. However, balance and harmony is going to be restored. And so give it a little bit of time, which is what I was feeling, you know, before. Like, before they started with just doing some of them, is that, yeah, it's going to happen because it's going to need to happen, you know, especially with the whole pandemic situation. But yeah, I mean, we're going to get there. Just give it a little bit of time. Should I pick an Archangel card and have you guys pick one? See which one resonates with you today. Yeah, the cards are a bit of a roller coaster. You're going to have to be patient. I totally agree on that one. Totally agree. Okay. I'm going to let the universe pick the 3. Oh my gosh, somehow I got all Michael cards, but okay. So these are all Michael cards. So which card resonates with you the most? Take a deep breath. Ask the universe, what do I need to know? 1, 2, or 3. Okay, here we go. Card 1. 8 of Michael. So that'd be 8 of Swords. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation. Not seeing things clearly, because in regular tarot, she has the blindfold on, but her binds are loose. So you can be free. You're feeling more stuck than what you are. 3 of Michael, which would be 3 of Swords. Release the past. So don't hold on to those old hurts, the old traumas, you know, heal your heart chakra. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. And then 9 of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. So stop perseverating. Let it go. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. Always give it up to your angels. Give it up to the guides. That's why they're there. You know, we're not here alone, and you don't have to shoulder the burden all by yourself either, okay? All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for being so supportive. I am so grateful. And I hope everybody has a fantastic evening tonight. I will see you tomorrow on Milu's channels. And then Saturday, I'll see you on Hogarth's channel. And members, I'll see you Saturday for the Mediumship Circle. So busy next couple of days. Bye, everyone.